Okay, rise and shine, my Betty Bow says, rise and shine. So I had to turn it the other way because I was still filming on YouTube style. Anyway, so now we're turning it around. Okay, so where we left off is that I told you my awakening story and the information that I had. So now we're going to start talking about the shift from 5D, into 5D from 3D, right? So the messages that I have been getting is very important. So I got my notes here. I had to get a whole new notebook because, I was like going cray. Anyway, so I got this information on the 10th of January, and I believe, that was the day after I had that spiritual bath and I had that crazy dream, right? I mean, it was crazy. I was flying. It was amazing. And then one of them, the first one that I saw, and the circumstances, we were in a strange house, but it was my house, and it was with one of my children, but it wasn't my child. Anyway, and so they were doing some things, and then when that thing looked up at me, I could see it. I could see what it was. And so I grabbed it by the throat and shoved it up against the wall, and it said, "Do you know who I am?" and showed me who they are. And I said, "Well, you don't know who I am." And I showed him who I was, right? And then it was on and cracking. We were fighting and da-da-da and all this stuff and whatever. And I choked him and did the neck thing and everything else. And then there was 4 more. Then last night's dream was a masquerade. A masquerade. Like in the Phantom of the Opera, in that scene where they're masquerade, and they have all the different masquerades on, right? So what that information is that all of the masks are coming off of those that are in the 3D that are not the chosen ones. So you're going to be able to see them. You're going to be able to see and have divine discernment. But what we're doing, me and Lady TC and the other chosen ones that are all on this app, are trying to get you prepared so that you can shift easily. Because if you haven't dealt with your stuff all on the inside and everything else, and that low level energy, and you haven't forgiven yourself first of all, or your others, and you still have traumas that you're holding on to, and but this happened in my life and that's why I'm this way. Let all that go. It's time to let it all go. So the message that started coming back from the Pleiadians is that it's a wake-up message from the stars and from the Pleiadians. So now is the time. First waivers. Remember, Dolores Cannon said there were those of us that heard the call that Earth is in trouble and we need to go. And so I'm one of the ones that said, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. I'll go help them out, whatever. And so anyway, and I got to see everything that I was going to go through in this lifetime. And I still said yes, because every experience that I experience is going to make me more relatable to others. I've had trials and tribulations. I've had domestic violence issues. I've been, essayed. I have been homeless. I've worked several jobs. I've traveled around to a lot of different states and everything, and helped people and helped jobs and different things like that. And I've been sharing the message and doing my work and everything else. And now this is the next part of it, because this is what I've been preparing people for. I've been trying to tell everybody, this is it. This is the time. This is when we are doing the shift. It's just like Conscious Juice says, got to get this shift. Everybody, let's get this shift. So anyway, the first wave message about transcending and dimensions, it's about everyone. Everyone has the opportunity to go. It's not just us. But we are being prepared, and those of us that have woken up and knowing that we are the first ones that are helping others wake up. We are the ones that have been doing the work for months, for this time right now. We started way back in 2024, like January 2024. I was feeling like something's coming. I got to get ready. I got to do my shadow work. I got to let go. And then my dad passed away. And I had to process that and let all that go and grieve for everything that I had not grieved for up until that point and let it all go. So the cosmic powers and the universal forces and the Most High are helping the first wavers to lead the people to the next level of spiritual growth. This is not New Age stuff. This isn't it. This is what's happening. The earth is going to 5D. Whether we go with her or not, she's not going to stop for nobody else. So you either get on the plane and go with her and go to 5D, because you got to remember, we were created to live forever in a paradise earth. If you're going to stick to the dogma and the teachings, at least remember what they were. We were created to live forever in a paradise earth. And then the Jack Nasties came in and hijacked everything and put us in the slave system. So let's see. First wavers to lead the people to the next level of spiritual growth. It's a call to awaken your spiritual growth and multidimensional self. So you got to remember that we are spirit inhabiting this vessel. Okay. So you can't stop the inner light, and now is the time for it to wake up. Wake up! Remember that girl that was, wake up, everybody, wake up. This light will awaken your intuition, and kindness and imagination comes from and will illuminate your path and others. You need to look inside yourself to keep the awareness going. You got to keep constantly getting in there and digging out the stuff, because, you know, cobwebs like to stay in the corner. So you got to make sure you clear out every little piece of it, you know, every little corner. Okay. And then you need to look inside yourself to keep the awareness going. Follow your heart. Your heart is always going to guide you in the right direction. It will lead you and bring you to the inner light, and it will bring your inner light to the surface. It's not only a personal change, but the basis of the ascension process. This is part of the ascension process. That's why some of us are getting hot flashes, and it ain't just the change of life. We're getting hot flashes. We're having vivid dreams. We're having symptoms of ringing in the ears. My ears ring constantly, and it's not a ringing. It's a high pitch vibration that I hear all the time. It doesn't matter. Ever since we went from analog to digital. So anyway, you help humanity. Remember, Aquarius is all about the greater humanity. So you help humanity when you accept your light. You got to accept your light, because when you raise your light and you shine, like Lady TC says, your shine speaks to the shine in the other ones. You know how you just be going out to the grocery store or something like that, and you just look at somebody and you can just feel their positive vibes and feel their energy. That's your light rising and shining to others, those that are also raising their light. And this trip we're about to take is the holy duty. It's a holy duty, charging us not only in the physical, but our spiritual life as well. And it's the very fabric of reality that we're weaving together. So you've got to do that work. You've got to get everything in. You are one of the threads in the big fabric of this change, the change to 5D. I just want to let you know, I love you all. We're going to go on to a part 3 and finish the information that I was led to give, and we'll see you on the next go round. I love you. Mwah.